Erik Ten Hag conducted his first press conference, or pretty much press conference for United in the for you, and he was in Bangkok, Thailand, and then later the team headed out for an open training that people in Bangkok really enjoyed in that is Thailand in the for you. Close to 20,000 revealers were on the open training of Manchester United as they prepare for the game United is really going to play tomorrow against a side which goes by the names of Liverpool in there for you. Remember that we are really promising you that we are planning to go ahead and really do watch along the match build up and then the after-match reaction in all of these games in the for you. Welcome to United Matters channel. I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. Guys, let's smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner, smash that subscription button that is red in color, then hit the notification bell. After hitting it, click all. That will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel, which goes by names of United Matters channel in there for you. So, without further ado, this video was supposed to come in at around like 3-4 hours back, but I really had some problems in there for you. But we thank God that they have been rectified, and now I'm back in there for you. I'm sorry to get you the first video of the day at around this is 14. It's going to how many hours? These are how many hours? Close to 17 hours. I'm sorry about that, but we have to go on and really go on and see how things are really going to go in there for you. Better late than never is the motto, and that's what we've used today in here onto this channel. Let's get straight into what Erik Ten Hag had to say into this. Erik Ten Hag, when he was asked about Liverpool friendly, this is what he said. Yes, playing against Liverpool is always exciting. Manchester United versus Liverpool is a big game, and it's really good test for us. Obviously, I'm looking forward to really see how Erik Ten Hag goes ahead to focus and really line up into his first lineup. For those that are really going to be onto this channel, I think our next video is going to be how Manchester United is going to line up with Liverpool. That's going to be that video that we're going to put up on this channel to really bring you what our instincts are really telling us. However much it's hard to know who Ten Hag is really going to play with, but today in an open training, we've seen at least a glimpse of what Erik Ten Hag believes his team could look like as far as United is concerned in there for you. And here on United Matters channel, we are going to really do the needful and really see to it that we bring you everything that has happened in Thailand in there for you. So he has said Liverpool and Manchester United is a big game. Obviously, it's a big game. Even if it's a friendly, even if it's in Premier League, even if it's a competition in there for you, even if it's an auction game in there for you, you get. It's a very big game. You have to take it as a very big game, and I think these are games that Erik Ten Hag should know that they can make you get sucked at Manchester United. They can make you get loved. They can make you get hated in there for you. Trust me, even if you support United and you've supported it for so long, when United loses to Liverpool, Man City, those two teams, and they win the Premier League, we will always come out and question the manager that how do you win a Premier League and then we lose to Man City and Liverpool? Because those are our rivals. We're supposed to come, we're supposed to find them and beat them anywhere. Anywhere you find Liverpool or Man City are supposed to be beaten. I'd rather lose to Arsenal, I'd rather lose to Chelsea or Spurs, but Liverpool and Man City, that's uncalled for. It's unacceptable, it's unexplainable. The only way you can really come out and really get out of our jury is one, when your team has really gone on the field of play and played very well, and really it was just that chances we just missed out to score in there for you, then we'll shift the blame to players who are on the field of play. That's it. But provided your tactics were ill onto that game, you really get the blame. We don't shift the blame. You get? It sticks on you. So he knows it better, and he knows that that game is going to play tomorrow against Liverpool is really going to be a very big one in there for you, and that's what he had to say about Liverpool friendly in there for you. So it's really good, and he is really very much excited to go on and see himself stand into the dugout in Bangkok for the very first time as a permanent manager of Manchester United. And we are so much eager to see how this tiki-taka football has really so far reached. The journey to United players knowing the tiki-taka or really having it on their fingertips has reached, because we really want to see United really playing a better type of football in there for you. Then he said tomorrow, that is the game. He said the standard of Manchester United is to win every game. We are happy to play this game here in Bangkok for the many fans. All right, that's our standard, and people will come out and really say that this is a friendly, even if we don't win. Trust me, a small win leads to a big win. If at all you really say that in a game like this, you're really going to let Liverpool go on and dominate such that you'll go out there and really give an excuse that we've not been training, it's a new manager. No way. When things are like this, even in hard times, you're supposed to come out and really show us that we are Manchester United. We're supposed to go on and really send a very clear message to Liverpool that this is Manchester United. We are the kings of Europe. We are the kings of Manchester, and we're the kings of England. You get? I think we were really so much harassed by Liverpool. And a total embarrassment of 9 goals in 2 games. We can't just come here and sit and really see things happen to us like that, and we don't revenge. Our revenge has to start from here. Tomorrow, our revenge is on. They hit us 5. If you go on and hit them like 3 or 4, good to go in there for you. Let's go on and start to rebuild or to really try to prepare our system in the games concerning Melbourne, Ray Volcano, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, those games. But in the game of Liverpool tomorrow, we have to come out and really show people that we are Manchester United in there for you. So that's what Erik really came out to really tell us about that game against Liverpool tomorrow, and it's so much crucial to us in there for you. On Ronaldo, this is one of the hottest issues that people really want to hear me give my opinion on in there for you. But let me iron out the little opinions that I really have onto this issue. He said, so he's not with us. That's due to personal issues. We've always known that they say his family is really having an ill person in there for you. Then he said again on Ronaldo, we are planning with Ronaldo for this season. That's it. I'm looking forward to working with him. Obviously, people will come out and say, he's lying. Obviously, put yourself in his foot. This is what he had to say, but the fact is he knows that Ronaldo wants to leave Manchester United. He has put in a verbal transfer request. He wants to leave Manchester United. Erik ten Hag just has to go on and do his job as a manager to say to it that the player is still ours. We've seen very many teams, when a team is wanting to sign a player, they'll go ahead to say that he's still our player, you get? That's what a team says, you get? No team has ever come out and really said that our team is up for sale, especially a big team. These small teams will always call for money, that if at all someone really meets our realistic valuation of the player, we are really going to go in and really get the money and then we sell the player. A team like Manchester United will never come out and admit that they are losing the world's best player because he wants to leave. It should always be in the decision of the team that this player should be leaving. But if not that, then it's not okay at all for Manchester United to come in and say that, all right, Ronaldo is going to go, we are going to sell him. No, it's in the interest of the team either to sell or not to sell. So that's what Erik ten Hag was really emphasizing on Cristiano Ronaldo. He went ahead to say that Ronaldo wants to leave. That's the question they asked him. He said, he has not told me this. I have read, but as I say, Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale. He's in our plans and we want to get success together in there for you. That is Erik ten Hag. That is a man of the moment in there for you. So he says Ronaldo is going nowhere. He has to stay with us because we have him in our plans. But the fact is, Ronaldo wants to go. He wants to go. Why could his agent be really auctioning him out to other teams or offering him out to other teams like Chelsea, Bayern Munich? You get? That is Ronaldo's command. He told him that, please, can you find me a move away out of Manchester United? Is it possible? I think they've been working on this and they have not really gotten a very good suitor. Now, after the transfer window opened back and widely, then they got suitors for Ronaldo and they said, all right, we've now gotten where to go and let's do this. Let me give you a scenario. Let me relate this to a scenario of Harry Kane. Harry Kane, the moment he came out and said last summer that he wants to leave Tottenham Hotspur, his agent had really gotten Man City and Pep Guardiola was 100% ready to go in and spend close to £130 million on him. That's why he came out and told the press that, I want to get out of Tottenham Hotspur. Daniel Levy said, you are going nowhere. You get? So, what am I trying to insinuate or really put or throw in your face is that every time you see a player coming out and saying that, I want to leave, that means that player has really gotten a suitor who really needs his services. Let me give an example, another example from Manchester United. Anton Martial when Ragnick came in here, because he was not playing a lot of games under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they were with his agent planning to see where he goes on a permanent move all alone. Now, by the time his agent came out in the news and told Sky Sport that my player or my client wants out of Manchester United, they had already talked with Sevilla and agreed. That's it. They had already talked and agreed. That's how this business works. That's how this business runs. You get? So Anton Martial went to Sevilla at the end of July, at the end of June. So that's how these things run. So by the moment Ronaldo came out and said that he really wants to go through his agent, just know they have a suitor, and it's reported that, is it Sabotages who really came out and said that, he really told us that even Ronaldo has already gotten in money worth a six-figure digit to leave Manchester United. That's why he's pushing this move, because they've already paid him. And there is no way United is really going to go ahead and keep him. And we are here waiting how things are really going to happen, because he was at Juventus and he played like 3 games in the start of the season. And then he said, I want out, because he had gotten a move to Man City. Then United had to persuade him to come to Old Trafford in their way. So he never came to Manchester United because we wanted him, but because he wanted to go to Man City. So right now, he has gotten another suitor. He wants to leave Manchester United. And the reason is obvious. Manchester United is not into the Champions League. That's it. Therefore, so smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner so as to hit the subscription button and hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video on this channel. Now let's go to this controversy in there for you. People are really out there throwing daggers one another. I've seen Gary Neville's come out and busted at certain people that it's not an English manager was giving him the captaincy armband in there for you. So please, what's your say in there for you? So Ten Hag on the captaincy of United, he confirmed today in presser that Harry Maguire is the captain. He's an established captain. He has achieved a lot of success, so I don't doubt this issue in there for you. So, him coming out and saying that Harry Maguire is a captain, you know, they say that giving a person a second chance is not bad, but what is worse is giving this person a third chance. To me, I have no problem with Erik Ten Hag giving everyone a second chance at Manchester United. I have no problem because he's here. They cannot sack him in his first year. You get? He can really rectify things in his second season. He doesn't know these players. The man who would have really told him what kind of players are, or they are at United, Ralf Rangnick, was really sacked by United and is no longer a consultant. He had signed a 2.5-year deal to be a consultant of Manchester United. But United told him, please leave United because of what he really went ahead to portray out in the media. Because he said 10 players, United needs to get in 10 players. You get? That are on fast contracts. He said the club denied to get him a striker he wanted into the January transfer window. He said lots of things that really put the club into an image of shame. He went ahead to tell them that, why would you go ahead to spend £45 million on Amad Diallo and Pelestri? That is close to £60 million on 2 players who are really not going to start, yet you have a central defensive problem that are supposed to solve. You would have gotten that 60 million and bought in a central defensive midfielder. That's what they told them. You get? That's what Ragnick told them. So he was on spot. He was so much audible and he couldn't dodge any question. So United thought that keeping him at Manchester United wouldn't be in the interest of keeping the brand of United clear, because he was an outspoken person. He was a maverick in other terms. That was Ragnick. So when he comes into a club like this, which had really a very leaking dressing room, you can't go ahead and dethrone Harry Maguire. You can't go ahead and dethrone Harry Maguire. If we all agree that every player should be given a second chance, why not Maguire? Secondly, who made him captain? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer never treated these players as players. He treated them as his sons. And it was like a father to son relationship in there for you. So he couldn't really go ahead to tell Harry Maguire do ABC as a captain. Do you know, I think I have a thought in me that Erik Ten Hag has sat down Harry Maguire. He told him that you've been doing ABCD as your problems way back in the past. Now, this is what we want. A captain behaves like this. Let me ask you, had Harry Maguire ever been a captain before? No. I think was he a captain for Sheffield in there for you? Because at Leicester City, Jamie Vardy was the captain. So he had never been a captain before. This is a new role to him. He comes in a team that is demanding so much. So he's really holding so much on his shoulders in there for you. And the manager might have told him that, please, all right, you are the captain, but there is a mess into your dressing room. The players that you are leading are really doing bad things in there for you. Leaking of information from the dressing room is one of the leakages that you should go in and fix. So I think it's better to give him a second chance under Erik ten Hag to see how he's really going to go ahead with his tenure of captaincy under Erik ten Hag. Then, if things fail completely, then he will be dethroned by Erik ten Hag. I know that he will. So, if we are claiming for a second chance for everyone at Manchester United, let's really forget the past. People don't want to hear this, but let's go ahead and forget the past. Let's forget the past, guys, because it doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense coming out and really going ahead to go in and really put Ten Hag on the spot. Why have you retained Maguire as the captain? That's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. Sheer hypocrisy. You get? Because you can't say that Martial needs to stay. Rashford, who had really a very bad season, is staying. The likes of Scott McTominay and Freddie are staying at Manchester United. Then you say that Harry Maguire doesn't deserve to be the captain. Give him a second chance to see to it that he really rectify his mistakes. If he fails to rectify his mistakes, then you dethrone him and you get another captain, because by the time Erik ten Hag will get that thought of dethroning Harry Maguire, provided Harry Maguire fails, he would have seen a player with the perfect quality. He has done it at Ajax. You get? He brought in Dusan Tadic, and for that, he has been his captain since then. Since Matthias de Ligt. So he has a good eye to choose a captain. He's the man who really gave an 18-year-old boy, Matthias de Ligt, the captain armband at Ajax at the age of 18. He was captaining Ajax. Then when he left, he said, all right, the other one was 18, 19 years old. Let me give this armband to a player who goes by the names of Dusan Tadic. And Dusan Tadic has been the captain of Ajax since then. So let's give him a benefit of doubt and let's let him do his job. Then Gary Neville came out to throw out a troll that I really found so much uncalled for. He said, so the same United fans fuming with me for uploading the decision to keep Maguire as captain seem to be without knowing criticizing the new manager for his decision. Maybe support Maguire and stop bullying him on there. The new manager obviously likes him. Obviously, to me, I really want to get out positives. Gary Neville the first statement has really laid out, it's like a provocative statement. But the last one he has said, the last one he tweeted that, maybe supporting Harry Maguire and stop bullying him on here. The new manager obviously likes him. All right. So, to me, I know there is a very good player in Harry Maguire, but things have been falling left, right, and center on his side. He has been the captain of a team that is inconsistent. He has been responsible for very many bad results at Manchester United. The goals we conceded, 100% say that it was the reason as to why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked, because he was responsible for that loss of a side which goes went to Liverpool. Those 5 goals we conceded at Old Trafford, Harry Maguire contributed like 3 of them, 3 or 4. Then that 4-2 defeat against a side which goes by Leicester, it was on his hands. You know, we conceded close to 3 goals because of Harry Maguire. Then the game that really led to the sacking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was that game of Watford. It was that game of Watford. United was 2 goals down. Beginning of the first half, Danny Van Beek comes on. United really scores a goal in 6 minutes through Dan Van Beek. And in the next 10 minutes, as United was pressing to get an equalizer, guess what Harry Maguire does? He does a very good howler, a very bad howler, and then instead of letting the player go on and see whether David Deya would go on and really save, he really fouled him. He was the last man. He was red carded. United was beaten 4-1. And in that game, he was really sacked. If at all Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won that game, he wouldn't have gotten sacked. That means Harry Maguire was the reason as to why he was sacked. That's it. So Gary Neville, I want to get out positivity that let's support everyone. Let's support everyone that that Erik ten Hag thinks is here to come in and do something or change the club in there for you. So to me, I 100% believe in supporting people and really giving them what they deserve. According to me, I don't know what you guys think about it, but for me, I 100% believe it should be like that. Then Ten Hag on talks with Ronaldo has said, I spoke with him before this issue came up. I had a conversation with him and had a real good talk in there for you. That is Erik ten Hag, meaning that him and Ronaldo have been really holding talking sessions in there for you. So let no one really come out and lie to you as it was in the news that they've been not talking. To me, I know that Ten Hag, when arrived at Manchester United, phone calls are valid in this era. There is Zoom meeting, you get. So you can even meet some of the players in there for you. So Ten Hag had talked to Ronaldo before, and Ronaldo had assured him that I'm staying at Manchester United. Then all of this talk that is around the corner, around everywhere, it's because Ronaldo had tasked his agent to look for a team that is the Champions League that is really top tier. Then it was last week, but one, when David Austin came out and told us that Todd Boehly has really met with the agent, George Mendes of Ronaldo. When they met, they discussed Ronaldo's option either for you, and he offered Ronaldo to him. Then after that, a week after, Austin came out and it was Duncan Castles that broke that story. Then Austin came out and also broke the story that he wants a move out of Manchester United and is linked to Chelsea. That's it. So Ronaldo and Todd Boehly have reached an agreement. When I saw that video of Thomas Tuchel in America, when they arrived, they asked him, is Ronaldo coming to Chelsea? The reply really showed me that they know that Ronaldo is coming to Chelsea and the deal has already been agreed. So Ronaldo wants out, that's it. However much Erik ten Hag will come out and say that I had a conversation with him and had a really good talk. That was by then. People change like time. People change like time, that's it. Ronaldo is now a changed person in there for you. So let's not really spend more time on him. To me, I really believe that he's leaving United and is not going to be here for the next years of his career. Then Ten Hag on Malacia. He has the profile of a modern fullback, defending good and tough to beat, and in offense really good. That's why in there for you. So he's telling us why he signed Tyrell Malacia, that he's a modern fullback. Who is a modern fullback? A modern fullback is supposed to be good at defending and going forward. You get? So if at all you are good going forward and you're not good defensively, you are halfly a modern, or you are partially a modern fullback. Look at Trent. Going forward, Trent is massive, but defensively, Trent really causes tears for Real Madrid. That's why for Liverpool, not Real Madrid, I'm sorry. That's why you saw him yesterday. That's why you saw him causing Liverpool concede that goal against Real Madrid, because he couldn't track well and couldn't really mark that last post of the goal area. So that is a man who goes by the names of Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Malacia is really good at both going forward and defending. Malacia is on point, and Ten Hag has really confirmed to us that he's good. His defending is good and thought to beat in the offensive reel. He's really good in there for you. That is Erik ten Hag. And on new signings, most of you would like to come in here and know this. On new signings, this is what Erik ten Hag had to say. He said, we want to have the right players. We have a really good squad. We are really working on developing on our way of playing. And if the opportunity is there, we will strike in there for you. So he says that he really has a good squad. 100% believe we have a good squad of players. We have a good squad of players, but we need some additions in there for you. That's why Erik ten Hag has come out and said that we are really working on developing our way of play, and if the opportunity is there, we will strike in there for you. So he wants to get in the right players at Manchester United. That's what Erik ten Hag went ahead to say in there for you. And on De Jong, this is what he said. Definitely we are searching for players in the midfield and also in the offensive. In the offense, we are still looking for players. I never talk about players who are not under contract. at Manchester United, players at different clubs. I can't tell you anything about this issue in there for you. Obviously, he knows that he's the man who really ignited this deal of De Jong coming to United, but he can't come out and really let you know what this deal is all about, because he knows that he has no right to talk about the deal, and any word he really lets out of this, any word he really lets out on this deal can really lead to its failure, because they've been working for this deal for how many months? 2 months now, and I think today had made 2 months, because on the 11th of May, that's when Gerard Romero broke this deal that is 95% okay to Manchester United. And Erik ten Hag is telling you that we are really looking for offensive players in the midfield, in the free. So, and where does this leave Samuel Lucas? Samuel Lucas came out of that and told us that United is looking at Danny Van Beek, Freddie, James Garner, and Scott McTominay as the defensive players to play in the defensive midfield. But Erik ten Hag has told you that we are searching for players in the midfield. You get? That's why you see United linked to Tielemans, linked to Paredes, linked to De Jong in there for you. To me, I really believe that even if you bring in De Jong, we'll need a player like Paredes, because he's a central defensive midfielder, certified. And if at all you want to really get the best out of De Jong, you don't need him to be so much into the defensive area. You get? However much he's good at receiving that ball, but he's not good at really tackling and really winning duels in the air. The aerials and ground duels is not good at winning them. So I really believe that we need a defensive midfielder and a De Jong in that midfield. But the coming in of Eriksen is with Liver. Even if we first really pause the deal of De Jong and let the storm in Barcelona cool down, then we let in a player who is a defensive midfielder, I really believe that the season will be good for us. I told you that if at all United gets in Paredes in that midfield, when you're playing a team like Man City, when you're having Paredes and maybe Paredes and Freddie plus a player who goes by the names of De Jong in the midfield three, all Bruno, Paredes and Danny Van Beek, I'll be 100% okay with that midfield, because I'll know that we are having a central defensive midfielder who is going to come up and really match up our levels, match the levels of Liverpool's central defensive midfielder. I really believe that Paredes is the same level with Pedri, Fabinho, Jorginho, which other player? Yefis Bissouma. If at all you have Paredes, he's in those levels of those players in there for you that I'm here to talk about onto this channel in there for you, which goes by names of United Social, United Matters Television in there for you. So that's what Ten Hag really had to say about searching for players in Manchester United. And on De Jong, he said we cannot really come out and really talk about players that are not ours. But De Jong coming at Manchester United, it is sleeping now, but has not hit a dead end. So it might wake up, I think, by the end of this week. I'm waiting to see what Fabrizio is really going to say about the De Jong deal when he's being hosted by Gold United Sun. I'm really going to go in there and really watch. Then I'll come in here and let you know what Fabrizio is going to have to say in there. And lastly, Ten Hag had a very good message to United fans, including you who are really watching in, who don't want to smash the like button, guys. Before we really go into this, smash the like button, guys. Smash it. 30 people watching and only 3 have really smashed the like button, guys. Smash the like button, smash it, guys. And subscribe to this channel, guys, because when you do that, you really take us to the next level onto the game of football in here. Then he said, I feel really excited. I knew that Man United has a fantastic fan base, but that's only what I've heard and seen from far. We are really looking forward to tomorrow's game. We know all 5 fans will all support us in there for you. That's throwing a jab to Liverpool in there for you. Obviously, we have more fans than Liverpool in Asia. That's it. We have more fans than Liverpool. Trust me, no team in the Premier League has more fans than Manchester United. Let no one lie to you. You get? Real Madrid, Manchester United, and Barcelona are the most supported teams in the world. That's it. Let no one come in here and lie to you that Liverpool can match us, Man City, they're still upcoming for you. They're just trying to build their fan base. But the fan base of United that Sir Alex Ferguson built for us way back is so immense. Even if they're trying to come to Africa, my dear, the stadiums will get filled up to the expectations of the person who is responsible for really hosting that game of football in there for you. So that was Erik ten Hag. He can't wait to see the United fans in Thailand tomorrow. He has talked lots of things. And feel free to go to the comment section and tell me what you think about Erik Ten Hag and what he said about United and the players in there for you. Ronaldo situation addressed. Harry Maguire, still the Manchester United captain in there for you. Though it has been annoyed some people in there for you, they've not taken it with a pinch of salt. I know that very well. But that's what the game of football is all about. A manager, what makes him a manager is to manage players, is to make decisions that most of us think are not really realistic. But we are not in that camp. We are not in the field of play. So the manager said, I'm giving Harry Maguire a second chance to captain United. Who are we to come in and say, don't do that? Then it's like we're becoming dictators. If at all we say don't do that, we are becoming dictators. So let's let a man who goes by the names of Ten Hag do his job. And when it backfires, he'll be the man to come out and answer. You get? If Harry Maguire's second tenure given to him as a captain by Ten Hag doesn't go on well, I will believe that he will be dethroned by Erik Ten Hag. Thank you for watching again. I go by the names of Rock and David. It's our first video of the day. I apologize. I've come in late. I had some issues, but I've sorted them out. Let's see how we are really going to go ahead and take this channel to the next level.